500, a mark that each team looks to try and get to, and potentially an opportunity to get above. But this season, in the West Division of the PGCBL, 500 may mean playoff baseball. Top four seeds right now, currently situated. Elmira, they sit at 4, battling into today at 13-13. But looking to play spoils is the team across from the other side in the Newark Pilots. It's the Elmira Pioneers. It's the Newark Pilots. It's happening here on Elmira Pioneers Broadcasting Network. Anthony Labonte taking you through the action here today. And with that, let's talk about the standings once again. As I mentioned, Batavia, they sit in first, 21-6. Jamestown, 27-1. Auburn, 17-9. Elmira, 13-13. They are ahead of Niagara, 14-14 right now on the season. And they look to try and continue that against Newark, who sits at the bottom of the division right now in the basement. They currently boast a record of just 4-19. But a lot of ways to go, including what happened on the 4th of July, where Newark ended up beating the Elmira Pioneers to take that one. As we come in here, you see the score from the game yesterday against Olean, 4-2 Pioneers victory. They look to continue their momentum into this one as Newark gets ready to go. The man on the mound today for the Pioneers is going to be Landon Birch, the right-hander out of Middle Tennessee State. He had a rough time in his last outing going against Auburn, trying to change things up here today, and especially in a game that could put them a game ahead over Niagara. Niagara does not play today, so have to see how this game will end up calculating. Pioneers so far, this is game number 27 on the season. They look to try and bring through. It's the Elmira Pioneers. It's the Newark Pilots getting ready to take place here just in a couple of moments as Birch looks to try and get another win on the season. We get ready here. There's a last-minute change in the lineup today for the Pioneers, so Brandon Dubeck is doing the catching right now for the team. Nick Spanner, originally slated to go, was then pulled out of that catcher spot, so Dubeck steps in there for this one. So we continue to get ready here. Both sides continuing to warm up for this ball game. A lot of time so far. There was a little bit of rain that came in just before we got on the air here. Fortunately, that whizzed on by and allowed for the opportunity for this ball game to take place. As coming up, it's going to be Miles Castillo. He's the shortstop for today for the Newark Pilots. Steps to the dish as Birch gets ready. First pitch getting set here. Gets his sign from Dubeck. Kick and deal to throw. That one in there for a strike. Official start time 6:35 as we get into this one. One strike already thrown by Landon Birch. He looks for strike 2. That one is going to be just a bit outside. It's a 1-1 count coming in now. Pioneers big win yesterday over Olean. They held Olean to leave 10 men on base. Great job when working from the stretch. That one's hit hard. Heads over there. It's going to get past the glove of Tidwell. It's going to move Castillo on over towards first. He turns as if he's going to go to 2, but he will just get a single. So a single starts things off for the Newark Pilots. One man on is now coming up next. It's going to be Carlos Jara stepping up now to try and bring things through for his team. Carlos Jara played in the leadoff spot on the 4th of July. Now tries to get through this one. On deck, Aiden Bolin. Birch with already a man on, looking to continue here. The pitch, that one is going to go just a touch too high. It's a 1-0 count. As the fans start to get into this one. Birch kicks, deals, that one in there for a strike. Throw down over towards second base. Will it be in time? It will not be. It's going to be a stolen bag coming in for Miles Castillo. The throw was just a touch too far in front where it was grabbed, but it'll be a 1-1 count incoming now. Man on second base, trying to get the first runs on the board are Newark here in this one. Looks down. Birch gets set, working from the stretch here. Kicks and deals. That one swung on a miss there for a second strike. Birch trying to get a punch out here. Trying to continue his ways so far this season. Getting ready now. Set on the rubber. Ready to deliver. The pitch. That one is going to be drop 3 strike. Throwing over to first for the first punch out of the day and the first out. Knocks out Carlos Jara is Landon Birch to pick up his 37th strikeout on the season. And let's take a peek around the infield for the Pioneers. At third base, it's going to be Manny Castro. Shortstop is Jalen Tidwell. Second base, Tyler Adamo. First base has Jack Aylward. While in the outfield from left to right is Gingrich, Baker, and Delaney. While Dubak does the catching for Landon Birch. So one down here following the punch out. Man still remains on second base. That is going to be Castillo. The pitch, that one, so I'm going to miss there for strike 1. 0-1 count with 1 out. Then get ready to go here. Aiden Bolin looks on with a man in scoring position. No wind right now. The center field flag is bearing still. That one cut on a miss there for strike 2. 0-2 count now incoming. Here. As you see Bolin get his couple of swings in to get set. 0-2. The pitch, that one cut on there. They rule it is going to be strike 3. So another punch out comes in. Throw over towards third. Castillo will steal the bag. So he moves on over. 2 strikeouts here. Man on third base. Last stop before getting home. But the second punch out of the day by Landon Birch through 3 batters. As up to bat now comes DeRosa. Michael DeRosa steps into this one to take things forward for his team. And for DeRosa this season, gets ready to go. First pitch is going to be there for a ball. It's a 1-0. He's batting .429 this season, Michael DeRosa. Trying to see if he can continue that average and maybe even bring a man home. He sees over there at third base. Getting ready now. The pitch, that one's in high into the air and heads over towards left field. Going back for that one and making the grab is Gingrich for the third out. So no runs score, but 1 hit does come on the board for the Pilots. The Pioneers now have an opportunity when they come up. It's 0-0 in this one. Grant Ingram on the mound for the Newark Violets. He gets ready to go here, but the Pioneers, they have their starting order coming up now. It's Caleb Delaney starting things off here in the one hole, and two up with him is going to be Alex Davis and Brett Baker. Delaney yesterday, he went 2 for 4 in the game against Olean, so 500 through that one. Entering into yesterday, he was already looking at a 404 average, so first pitch outside there. Grant Ingram did pitch in the game last time against the Pioneers, where the Pilots were able to get a victory. That one came 6-4, where they got 6 unanswered runs. Second pitch incoming. That one's hit there by Delaney. It heads on the ground. It's going to be grabbed there by Pena, who steps on first and gets the out. So with that, let's look at who's in the field for the Newark Pilots. At third base, it's Connor Wright. Miles Castillo's over at short. Carlos Jara at second. Jaden Pena is at first. The outfield from left to right, Aiden Davenport, Angel Gomez, and Aiden Bolin, while Christopher Babkowski does the catching for Grant Ingram. Up to bat now comes Alex Davis. To take things through, he moves up to the 2 spot. Normally in the spot where you see Nick Spanner, as I mentioned before, Spanner out for this contest. Originally slated to catch for today, but they end up switching things around. Have Dubak doing it instead. Ingram pitches. That one is going to go there for a ball. It's a 1-1 count now incoming for the right-handed batter, who enters into today as the extra hitter for the team. 1-1 the pitch. That one's outside. It's 2-1 now. And for Alex Davis, trying to get a man on is what the Pioneers hope to do. They won their last game against Olean by just scoring early and holding off with their defense. 3-1 count now, because in that game, outside of the first and third and ninth inning, no runs were scored. That one's hit on the ground there. It's going to head towards the shortstop. Hard play for Castillo. That's a hit coming in for Alex Davis. A single on the bouncer puts him on. And so man goes on with just 1 out for the Pioneers, and Brett Baker now steps up. He played in the game against Batavia last week. That he hit one right over the right field wall. A post side hit goes over. Of course, player of the week for the Elmira Pioneers and for the West Division of the PGCBL. He had 6 hits. He had a hit in every game he played last week. That was 6 in total. So entering into this one with at least a 6-game hitting streak. First pitch from Ingram. That one's hit hard towards left field. Getting underneath that one is going to be Davenport for the second out. So first pitch swinging goes for an out. 2 down now. As up to bat comes Manning Castro, who yesterday was able to make things work. And what worked for him was that first at bat he had. An RBI single that gained the second run for the Pioneers in that one. Cool breeze blowing in following the rain as that one goes for a strike. Last time we were here at Dunfield, it was a absolute pour coming in against Jamestown. Today, just a little bit of spitting that left to this one. 0-1 count. The pitch, that one is low. 1-1. Gives the hand over towards Davis at first base, just to signal him as to hold up. It'll be a 1-1 count as Ingram gets back on the mound here for his team. Ingram here on the season is looking at an ERA of 6. He has a 1-1 record here. Throwback over, not in time. This will be his 5th game started this season. He gets ready to go. 1-1. Davis shows his lead, a large lead there. Secondary lead will allow the jump. The throw down over. Will it be in time? It will not be. The ball does not get grabbed. Alex Davis has himself a stolen base on the 2-1 count now. Good coordination and eye recognition by Alex Davis to get the jump there on Ingram. and move over towards second base. Manny Castro now getting ready to go. 2 on the pitch. That one's upstairs. And for Castro, I mentioned his RBI single yesterday. He also walked. He went 1 for 3 in the contest with that walk and the RBI. 3-1 count incoming for the man in the hot corner defensively. Ingram delivers. That one's there for a strike. It's a full count now with 2 outs. Trying to leave one man on is Newark. They had a man not come home in the top half while he was at third. The payoff pitch, that one's in the dirt and allow Castro to just walk on over towards first. Bounced well before the plate. And so now it's 2 men on for the Pioneers. 1 on first, 1 on second. It's Davis at second and Castro at first. As coming up now is Tyler Adamo, who enters into this one. For Adamo, he played in that last game against Grant Ingram, and he ended up going a total of 1 for 3. That one goes in there for a strike. And walked in that game. He had an RBI single to his name. First pitch strike goes in there. Second pitch getting ready to go. It comes on in. That one runs up high. Pulling back there is going to be Adamo. It'll be a 1-1 count. Ingram pitched in that first game and then ended up getting just subbed out for Clark Jansen. That one goes for a strike. It's 1-2 now, but the Pilots, when they were able to get some hits on the baseball, just continue to score on. That's what they try to do here and correct the fault right now. That one's fouled away. As Pioneers are down to their last 14 games of the season, including this one here today. So is Niagara. They have just 14 more to go. Both sides play the top 3 teams in the league the equal amount of times. So it's just how are they going to... It's going to be a mixture of that and just how they play against these other opponents. Because they do not face each other at all for the rest of the season. It was 2 doubleheaders, 1 in Niagara, Canada, and 1 here in Dunfield, that determined what's happening. 2-2 count coming in for Adamo. The pitch, that one is going to be high. 3-2 now, once again. Last time it was a 3-2. The ball dribbled in front of home plate and allowed Castro to get on a walk. Let's see how Ingram adjusts. The pitch, that one's too high. Ball 4. Goes behind Adamo, and that'll make the bases completely juiced with Jack Aylward coming up. I'll mention it every time he comes up. So, infield meeting coming in. I'll take a second as Coach Brown steps on over to talk to his arm. Just 2 outs right now with the bases loaded. But what I was going to say is that Jack Aylward, so far in the season, as been mentioned, all of his home runs, he's got 3 on the year, have all been on the road. He had 1 in Geneva, he had 1 in Newark, and he had 1 in Batavia. However, for him, what he has mentioned as being what he needs on his season is a home run here at Dunfield. It's his white whale that he tries to bring back in as Aylward steps on. Aylward so far this season comes into the day looking very sharp at the plate. He has a .250 batting average, an on-base percentage of just a little under 50%. And he's got a grand total of 9 RBIs on the year. First pitch towards Aylward. That one's upstairs towards eye level. It's going to be ball 1. 2 outs here, bases loaded. Alex Davis started things off with a single. Then it was 2 walks back-to-back by Manny Castro and Tyler Adamo. The 1-0, the pitch, that one's fouled back by Aylward. 1-1 count now incoming for the first baseman. So he steps back on in. Gets his sign and will get set. The kick, the deal, that one is going to get the corner for strike number 2. So Ingram is ahead in the count. It's a 1-2 count. Just needs one more strike to get out of here with the bases completely loaded against Jack Aylward. Gets set. The pitch, that one. In there, strike 3. Catches Jack Aylward looking, and the Pilots are able to hold him off. There's the third out, bases completely loaded, and that will head to the top of the second inning here. 0-0 the score from Elmira, New York. The Elmira Pioneers are sponsored by AIM Independent Living, AJ's Outdoor Power Equipment, Ann's Pancakes, Centralis Health, Blaze Brockway, Bully Hill Vineyards, CAF USA, Casa Trinity Prevention, Chemung Canal Trust Company, Chemung Supply, Coca-Cola, Council Rock Wealth Advisory Group, Dandy Mini Marts, Elm Chevrolet, Elmira Heat Treating, Chemung County Family Fitness Center, Finger Lakes Federal Credit Union, FM Howell, Glove House, Guthrie, Hilliard Corporation, Honeybee Made, Jubilee Foods, Kahuna's, Kennedy Valve, M&T Bank, Martha Lloyd Community Services, McDonald's, Papa John's, Pathways, Pinecroft, Rodney J. Strange, Serve Pro, Serve You Credit Union, Sheddens, Solutions Credit Union, Southern Tier Custom Fabricators, Susan Minchin Dentistry, Swan Morse Insurance, Texas Roadhouse, Tom's South Corning Collision, the United States Army, the United States Navy, Vasco Brands, Wegmans, Wise Markets, Well Now Urgent Care, WETM, Wiggle 100, and Woodbrook Assisted Living. Thank you for sponsoring the Elmira Pioneers, and go Pios. Christopher Babkowski now steps up for the Elmira Pioneers following the last half inning where the Pioneers were held to no runs scoring despite bases completely loaded. Now Birch comes to the mound with no insurance runs. Has to pitch this one as if it's the start of the game again. First pitch coming into Babkowski. That one's inside, ball 1. 1-0 count coming for the catcher in this one. It's free t-shirt day here at the park. So all the fans today wearing their Elmira Pioneers t-shirts. That one goes for a strike. It's a 1-1 count. To join in on the festivities for future Elmira Pioneers games, you can call 607-734-2690. Once again, 607-734-2690. The pitch, that one outside, ball 2. Trying to work Babkowski here on the Pioneers. 3 pitches so far in this at-bat. Leads to the 2-1 count. Ready now. The pitch, that one goes for a strike. It's 2-2 now for Babkowski. On the season, batting .226 for this Newark team. Birch kicks, deals, that one hit on the ground. It's going to go into the outfield. A grounder for Christopher Babkowski puts him on. So once again, a leadoff single comes in against Landon Birch. And now with no outs, here comes Jaden Pena to step up to the plate here. And last time a man was on, Birch was able to get 3 consecutive outs. 2 punch outs and then a fly out. Let's see how strongly he attacks the zone here. 2 hits so far in the day for Newark. The pitch, that one in there for a strike. Watches the first pitch go by as Pena. As Birch now returns to the mound. Here. Takes his breath and gets set. Kicks, deals that one in there for a ball. Trying to appeal to see if he swung. Did not. Pena, good job holding up. So, be an even exchange 1-1. Man on first base, Christopher Babkowski for the Pilots. 4-19 on the season, they are. Birch delivers. That one's going to go for a strike. Throw back over towards Aylward. He has to jump up for that one. Will not get the tag in. It's going to be a 1-2 count. 1-2 once again for the batters for Newark. Last time it was 1-2 count. That led to the Christopher Babkowski single. Pena steps back into the box. His right foot on the back chalk. Birch throws back over. Not in time. Aylward cinches onto that one. Does not attempt the tag. Birch takes a peek at his baseball and gets ready to go here. Kick and deal. That one down low. 2-2. What some may determine the ace of this lineup in terms of the rotation, Landon Birch here. One of the best DRAs in the PGCBL for those pitchers that have qualified. He gets up now onto the rubber. On the season, Landon Birch has a ERA of 3.16. That was increased due to the Auburn game. That one swung on a miss there. Strikeout number 3 incoming. So for him as well, it's being able to get the punch outs. That's punch out number 39 on the season for him. Looking to try and break that 40 mark. The only other man on this team to have 40 strikeouts is Brennan Hayes, who was leading the PGCBL in strikeouts entering into yesterday. One down here, and coming up is Aiden Davenport, the left-hander. First pitch comes in. That one's outside. Too far off the corner. That'll be ball 1. So they get ready to go here. Birch gets set. The pitch, that one is step off real quick. So I'll rephrase my statement. The only man this season to have 40 strikeouts on a season is Brendan Hayes. Landon Birch looking to try and change that today. The pitch, that one low, ball 2. And it's of pitchers that have qualified. Of course, you have to pitch 1 inning for every game played to be qualified for the stat. For batters, you have to have 3.1 plate appearances per game played. 2-0 count incoming for Davenport. The pitch, that one, so I'm going to miss there for strike 1. A 2-1 count now coming in for him. Birch entered into today, tied for 5th place with Sliz of Batavia for the strikeout lead. We're back over, tag, not in time, but Kowski gets back there safely. So get ready to go. Birch's 3.16 sits him at 4th in the division, and in the conference, 3rd in the division. That one in there for a strike. It's 2-2. The 2 men that he is behind right now in the division are Gavin Chandler and his teammate Brennan Hayes. Hayes had that 7-inning complete game against Newark last time, where it was a shutout. That one hit into left field. Going back for that one is Gingrich for the second out, So the throw back over will get the 3rd out on the double play there. So 3 go down here as the run from Babkowski went too far. We head to the bottom half of the 2nd inning. It's 0-0 between Newark and Elmira. Grant Ingram remains on the mound for the Pilots. He was able to get out of that bases-loaded jam last time by getting a punch out with 2 outs. Now the Pioneers will try to get up and get something moving. They got that double play that ended the last inning. That was on the fly out. Then Bepkowski just ran too far for, potentially thought that it was 2 outs and started hauling it over towards third, so the throw came back in time. But mistake there from the Newark Pilots base running. Pioneers look to attack that, and Brandon Duback looks to be the one to do so. He steps up here. Due up is going to be Brandon Duback, Tyson Gingrich, and Jalen Tidwell. Look down comes here, and getting sent is Ingram. The pitch, that one. Check swing. Did he go? They ask. They say no. Good hold up there by Brandon Duback. Leads to the 1-0 count. As here comes the pitch. That one is in there in the heart of the plate. No need to worry about a swing there. It goes for a strike. 1-1 count now for Duback. Pitch, and that one will go a little too high. It's a 2-1 now. Good eye by Duback to hold off, and have to see what the catcher ends up doing here. He caught yesterday in Olean. Pitch, that one swung on hard. It heads over towards left center field. It's going back there, and it's going to be gone. Brandon Duback gets the Pioneers on the board. He got a home run coming in there, as that one just head over the Skyworks sign in left center field. Touch all 4 bases, Duback. You've got yourself your first home run of the season. And knew it was coming at some point, and that's the first home run here in quite some time at historic Dunn Field by Brandon Duback nonetheless. And so now coming up is Tyson Gingrich, a man who has a home run himself so far this year. He did that back in Niagara Falls. 1-0 Pioneers lead following that big swing by Duback. And the first pitch goes in there for a ball. That one was just absolutely smoked by the catcher. Now the Pioneers have their lead. Pitch, that one's upstairs. 2-0. 2-0 count incoming. Ingram following, giving up that home run. Wants to try and see if he can get back into his rhythm. 2 hits so far by the Pioneers. One being a single by Alex Davis. The other one a home run by Brandon Duback. 3-0 count now incoming for Gingrich. 1 pitch away from getting on base. Here. Have to see if he gets the green light from Coach Drum. Expect potentially not, considering the way that these pitches have been located. 3-0, the delivery. That one is outside. Ball 4. It's a 4-pitch walk that puts Gingrich on following the Duback homer. It's a man on first base now for the Pioneers, as they already have the lead 1-0. Now Jalen Tidwell will come up here. Last home run hit here at historic Dunn Field was hit by Jalen Tidwell before today when Brandon Duback did his own. That was when Tidwell played and had back-to-back homers with his man in Jack Tubman in historic Dunn Field. As they get ready now for the first pitch, coming in towards Tidwell. Pitch, that one outside. So 5 straight pitches have come in. All have been balls here. Looking for the next one to come on in. Throw, that one is missing. 2-0 now with a man on first base. 6 straight pitches have not gone for a strike here. Getting ready now. Then a throw back over. No good. They get ready to go. now. Thrown back over, not in time. So back-to-back times, Ingram has thrown back over towards first base in this one. Has not gotten a strike in 6 straight pitches. The pitch, that one will go for his first one. That'll be pitch number 7 in a row there, following the home run. That was hit by Brandon Dubak, his first home run of the season. Getting ready now. Throw back over once again. Gingrich has shown to be a concerning factor for this man on the mound. He currently has a 2-1 count going against Jalen Tidwell. Sun starts peeking its eye out here. And that one will hit off of him. That'll be the 13th hit by pitch on the season by Jalen Tidwell. He entered into today with 12, looking towards a top spot in terms of hit by pitches. And right there he gets on. Man on first, man on second here in this one. As that one will end up moving him towards the top spot in terms of hit by pitches on the season. As new baseball comes on in. Trevor Reed is up here. This is his first time starting back-to-back games this season. Make a correction, that moves him into the sole second spot. Jalen Tidwell, the man in first, Benton Pinto for Glens Falls, has been hit 14 times this year. 1-0 count incoming for Trevor Reed, who gets ready to go now. The throw, Reed shows a bunt. That one gets laid down. Ingram grabs it, not able to make a play. A bunt single by Trevor Reed loads the bases. There is still 0, and I mean 0, outs on the board right now. And up to bat, it's the top of the order. It's Caleb Delaney stepping up here. If he can just bloop something in, that should be able to score 2. Tidwell's got the speed from second base. Delaney gets ready to go here. Ingram gets his sign. Pitch from Ingram. That one swung on hard. It's going to go past the glove there of the first baseman in Pena. 1 run will score. Tidwell will get the sign ahead on home. And that was just a hard grounder that goes for a single. It's a 2-run single by Caleb Delaney. Scores a pair of runs. It is now 3-0 Pio's lead as Trevor Reed makes his way over towards third base. Aggressive on the first pitch is Caleb Delaney. And now getting ready to go. Alex Davis will step up now. He had the single earlier and stole a bag. He then was moved over towards third following the 2 walks. Gingrich scored, as well did Jalen Tidwell. Trevor Reed sits on third. First base is occupied by the right fielder and Caleb Delaney, who starts running over here. The throw down comes in. That one will tag him out. So Delaney gets caught stealing. That's going to be the first down of this inning. But the ball pitch goes for a ball. It's 3-0 right now. Pioneers lead over Newark. Good throw there by Bebkowski to make the play. That one sent on the ground by Davis, heads towards foul territory. It's going to be a 1-1. This inning started off with the first home run hit and historic done field since June 23rd by Brandon Dubak. He was able to hit one over the left field wall. 1-1 coming in now to Davis. That one's too high, ball 2. Then it was the bases getting loaded on a walk, a hit by pitch, and a bunt single by Trevor Reed that was able to score 2 on a Caleb Delaney single. It's 3-0 right now. Davis swings on that one, heads over towards shallow right field. Going to try and attack that one is Bolin, who makes the snag and gets the out. Reed will not tag up. 2 down now. And so coming up to bat now is going to be Brett Baker. Flew out towards left field last time up. Trying to work here. If he can get something in play, expect Trevor Reed to score. Baker comes up to the plate for this one. 4 hits so far by the Pioneers. First offering, that one is just a touch inside. 1-0. As Baker gets back to his spot here. Gets set, Ingram delivers. That one also inside. 2-0 now. As they get ready to go. Fans here at historic Dunfield having a great time with the sound system. Who's playing some sound effects while these pitches come in. That one foul tipped there for a strike. Following the pitch, you hear the loud sound of what our DJ is cooking up. And so far, has not been too friendly to Newark. That one's fouled away. So Ingram now gets back into this count. It's a 2-2 incoming. Trevor Reed over at third base was able to get on by a bunt single and then moved all the way over towards third following a single by Caleb Delaney. 2-2 the pitch. That one too high. Full count now. Last time there was a full count, it was a walk of Tyler Adamo. Full counts so far have led to walks of the Elmira Pioneers. Ingram kicks and delivers. That one too high. It's going to be walk number 3 on a full count. And Brett Baker gets on for another time this season. One of the strongest men when it comes to getting on for this Pioneers team. And now he's sitting at first base with coming up being Manny Castro. He walked his first time up. Coming ready now. Ingram looks down to get a sign from Babkowski. The pitch comes in. That one's hit foul. Back onto the roof. 0-1 count. Manny Castro, so far this season, sits at a spot of just 1 for 3 with 2 walks and an RBI. That one goes for a strike. It's an 0-2. This is his second game played for the Elmira Pioneers this season. He played 2 seasons before, 2024 and 2025. Now comes into this one, playing at third base. 0-2 the pitch. That one in there, strike 3. Ingram gets out of this one with a couple runs scoring following the Brandon Duback home run. The first home run hit here at Dunfield since June 23rd. And now the Pioneers look to play some defense as we head to the top of the 3rd inning. The Elmira Pioneers are sponsored by AIM Independent Living, AJ's Outdoor Power Equipment, Ann's Pancakes, Centralis Health, Blaze Brockway, Bully Hill Vineyards, CAF USA, Casa Trinity Prevention, Chemung Canal Trust Company, Chemung Supply, Coca-Cola, Council Rock Wealth Advisory Group, Dandy Mini Marts, Elm Chevrolet, Elmira Heat Treating, Chemung County Family Fitness Center, Finger Lakes Federal Credit Union, FM Howell, Glove House, Guthrie, Hilliard Corporation, Honeybee Made, Jubilee Foods, Kahuna's, Kennedy Valve, M&T Bank, Martha Lloyd Community Services, McDonald's, Papa John's, Pathways, Pinecroft, Rodney J. Strange, ServPro, Serve You Credit Union, Sheddens, Solutions Credit Union, Southern Tier Custom Fabricators, Susan Minchin Dentistry, Swan Morse Insurance, Texas Roadhouse, Tom South Corning Collision, the United States Army, the United States Navy, Vasco Brands, Wegmans, Wise Markets, Well Now Urgent Care, WETM, Wiggle 100, and Woodbrook Assisted Living. Thank you for sponsoring the Elmira Pioneers, and go Pios. Connor Wright steps up now for the Newark Pilots, who currently trail 3-0 to the Elmira Pioneers, who were able to score 3 runs in the last inning, following what was a solo shot home run, lead-off home run of the inning for Brandon Duback. That one is fouled away there. And then it was bases getting loaded, a single by Caleb Delaney, ended up scoring some runs. So now a cushion for Landon Birch on the mound, and a deficit that Newark looks to try and make up. 0-1, the pitch. That one's hit foul here. It's going to be an 0-2 now. Birch currently sitting at 39 strikeouts this season, following what has been 3 Ks so far today. Looking to become the second man to cross the 40 mark this season. The pitch, that one's down low. 1-2. Only other guy to do so, his teammate, Brennan Hayes, who had the complete game scoreless shutout against Newark on the 4th of July in Game 2 of the doubleheader. That one outside 2-2. Ready now to get things moving. Birch comes set. He kicks, he deals. That one is hit high towards left center field, but drifting over for that one is going to be the catch by Tyson Gingrich. So out comes in there, coming by way of the flyout. And now up to bat comes Angel Gomez, who is playing in center field here today. Gomez gets ready to step up and go here. So far on the season for him, he's looking at a batting spot of 277. That one goes for a strike. It's a 1. 277, 2 extra base hits so far this season. Trying to get something to go to get on base and put some life into the scoreboard for Newark, but right there he swings over top of it. It's going to be strike 2. An 0-2 count coming on here. Birch kicks and deals. That one just a bit inside. Thought he had it, but just a bit inside and high. 1-2. As they get ready to go. Birch kicks and deals. That one is down in the dirt. Ball 2. It's a 2-2 count. Two-two count. Landon Birch looking to try and get another punch out in this contest. Get number 4. Get number 40 on the year. Angel Gomez with a 2-2 count trying to stay in this one. That one falls down to the fingers wrong of Birch. He looks down towards him. And now it's a full count. So what was started off as an 0-2, Gomez has done a great job of holding off, having a good eye, and returning back to a 3-2 count. It's a full count incoming for him. So far this year, he has walked a grand total of twice. Could he make it 3 here? Birch kicks, delivers. That one outside. It will be number 3. Man gets on via walk. And so with 1 out here in the 3rd inning, coming up will be Justin Danino to take things forward for Newark. And Danino gets ready now, as this will be his 9th game started this season. A 222 clip so far. Sign given by Duback. The pitch, that one's fouled away. It's going to be an 0-1. Coming in with just 1 man on right now. Lead coming over there by Gomez. Time is out by the batter. So hold off for this next pitch. We're going to see what the Pilots will end up doing with Gomez on, who so far this season has not stolen a base. Pitch, that one is going to be hit foul there. Has no stolen base attempts so far this season is Angel Gomez. When you're down by 3, chance for that to change could come in. Dandino currently sits in an 0-2 count. 2 foul balls lead to this one. Birch throws back over to first base. Grabbed there by Aylward. Quick pickoff attempt by the man on the rubber. It'll remain an 0-2 count. Birch, this is his 6th start on the season. That one outside. 1-2. He's got a 2-1 record so far. His lots came against Auburn. He's started in some games. He also came in relief in one to throw 5 innings. 1-2, the pitch. That one swung and a miss there for strike 3. The 4th punch out of the day and the 40th on the season for Landon Birch. He becomes the 2nd man on the year to do such a feat that qualifies for league leaders in strikeouts alongside his teammate in Brennan Hayes. Now, opportunity to take over his fellow man. As up to bat comes Miles Castillo, who had a single to start things off in the contest. With 2 outs, a single could move Gomez over towards 3rd. First pitch, that one's hit out towards left field. Chasing after that one and dropping in is going to be the baseball. It's a single, but going towards left field allows an opportunity for Gingrich to make the throw if need be. So Gomez stays at second base. It's a single coming in there. The 2nd hit of the day for Castillo, but now coming up is Carlos Jara. 0 for 1 on the day. He struck out back in the 1st. If he could get on, he would represent the tying run for the Pilots. As getting set now is Landon Birch. Takes his breath and throws. That one's hit on the ground. It heads over towards Adamo at second base, who flips on over to short towards Tidwell for the 3rd out. So the 4-6 gets the 3rd out, and we head to the bottom half of the 3rd. Pioneers hold them off. It's 3-0 lead from historic Dunn Field. Parenting today can sometimes feel like you're way out in left field. Casa Trinity Prevention wants to give you some backup for when those unexpected hits come your way. The Triple P Positive Parenting Program for families is designed to help parents step up to the plate with confidence, learn skills that will help your family become stronger, healthier, and more resilient. To learn more, visit casa-trinity.org or email shamungprevention at casa-trinity.org. Thank you, Casa Trinity, for sponsoring the Elmira Pioneers. Here for the bottom half of the third, Tyler Adamo steps up. A 3-run bottom half of the second put them in the lead. Adamo looking to extend that here for this one. As they get ready to go, Ingram remains on the mound for the Pilots. Following that last one, as he gets set to go here. First pitch coming in. That one's going to be swung on there by Adamo. It's going to drop in right field. It's a single for Tyler Adamo to put him on for the second time today. And now the Pioneers have a leadoff man on, going against Ingram. Now coming up is going to be the next batter for the Pioneers, Jack Aylward. He struck out looking his last time up. That was with the bases completely loaded. So trying to counteract that now as he gets ready to go. Here comes the first pitch, but then it will stop because a pickoff attempt tries to come in. Here. 5 hits so far today by Elmira, 3 by Newark. Adamo sits on first. The pitch, that one comes close to the top of Aylward. He ducks on over for ball number 1. 1-0 count. So twice a leadoff hit has come against Ingram. That was in the second. It was a home run by Brandon Duback. The pitch, that one is going to be just a touch high. 2-0. The second one, of course, that Adamo single here. For Ingram, trying to work off these Pioneers. 2-0 the pitch, that one in there for a strike. So what started as a 2-0 count now moves to 2-1. As the second baseman in Jara is the one who would have to cover second base if there's a steal attempt. The throw back over, trying to get Adamo, no good. Remains 2-1. Both of these pitchers concerning themselves a fair bit with the men over at first base. Of course, they don't have an easy look considering they are right-handed pitchers. That one's high. 3-1, bat remains on the shoulder of Jack Aylward. And so a 3-1 count now incoming for the first baseman. The Pioneers lead by 3. Getting ready now. Thrown back over once again towards first base. No good. 3-1 count now. The look. The kick, the deal. That one hits Aylward. Hit by a pitch incoming for Jack Aylward. The second man hit by a pitch today. And now coming up is going to be Brandon Duback. 1 for 1 so far today. And that swing gave the Pioneers the lead. It was a solo shot over the left field wall. He looks to try and do that once again here. And with 2 men on, that would give a perfect opportunity to extend this lead. Ingram looks down towards Babkowski to get his sign, and he throws now. That one's too high. 1-0. Wind currently blowing a little bit out towards center field for this one. Ingram gets set. Kick and deal. That one's low. 2-0. Ingram pitching around Duback right now. Does not want to give him something that he can absolutely hit over the wall like he did earlier. 2-0 count. The pitch. That one. In there. Strike. Gets the corner for strike number 1 of this at-bat. Adamo waits across the diamond here while Jack Aylward occupies first. 2-1, the pitch. That one swung on the ground. Foul. Just rolled over top of that one is Brandon Duback, and now it's a 2-2 count coming in. Pioneers lead 3-0. All of those runs came back in the bottom half of the second. looking to try and extend their lead here. Try and go back above 500. They currently sit at 13-13 here on the season. Ingram gets towards his set position. Delivery. That one is going to be above the letters. Full count now incoming once again. Each full count we've had so far has gone for a walk. 3 of them. See how Ingram changes things up here. Payoff pitch delivered. That one fouled. Good job by Dubek to stay alive. Not trying to get behind and get past this one. Remains a full count. Waiting on the ball boy to go pick that one up and run it back over. Here goes. 3-2. Set is Ingram. The pitch. That one swung on there by Dubek and heads over towards right foul territory. It's going to go too far. It's going to hit off the clubhouse over there. Full count remains here. It's around the West Division right now. Geneva currently leads over Auburn 4-2. That's in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Niagara Falls, big surprise here. They lead over Batavia in the bottom of the 2nd. It is 6-1. Niagara Falls lead. They are currently entering in on an 8-game losing streak. So if they can sneak one past Batavia, that'd be a big win against the top team in the league in the West Division. Top team in the league right now is Amsterdam over in the East. The pitch, that one's too high. That's going to be the 4th walk on a full count coming in, and that will load the bases. Still 0 outs as Tyson Gingrich will step up to the plate, and out comes Coach Brown once again to talk to his arm. With bases completely loaded. A man is over there towards the bullpen, getting ready to warm up. It is going to be a left-handed pitcher getting ready to go here for this one. The discussion will continue between the two sides. They get ready. Go. Breaks up, and now will return. Looking to get things moving along. Bases are completely loaded. Tyson Gingrich steps up now. The lefty hitter going against the righty pitcher. As warming up right now in the bullpen is David Dominic for Newark. That one fouled away by Tyson Gingrich. 0-1 count. Looking to attack early. No outs here. Bases completely loaded. Pioneers looking to extend their lead. They have 5 hits so far today. Pitch, that one low. 1-1. How they've gotten on so far in this one has been a single by Adamo, hit by pitch by Jack Aylward. If he got out of the way, it would have been a walk nonetheless. And a full count walk by Dubek. That one low again. 2-1. They get ready to go. 2-1 count now incoming. And get you pitch count soon for Ingram. The pitch, that one. Low ball bounces. Looking to see if the runner's going to go in Adamo, but Ingram makes the look and makes the grab to hold Adamo over at third base. It is a 3-1 count now. If Ingram's not able to hit the zone here, that will score another run. Have to see how we adjust. You expect maybe a fastball down the center of the plate. Gets set now is Ingram. He looks, he kicks, he deals. That one swung foul by Gingrich. So attacking hard on a 3-1 count. Now it is full once again. 4 walks so far on full counts. They have been by Castro, Adamo, Gingrich and by Dubak. Gingrich returns back here with another full count. All right, I should make a correction. It was Baker, not Gingrich last time. Last time Gingrich was a 4-pitch walk. 3-2, the delivery. That one swung on a miss there for strike 3, so gets his first out on a full count. Coming in by Ingram. Good punch out there. Will be his third of the contest. As now coming up is Jalen Tidwell. He was hit by the pitch his last time up, the 13th time that he was hit by the pitch in this season. That puts him in second place of the entire PGCBL. Leads the West Division in that category. Some may say that you don't want to lead in that category, but if you're getting on base, that's all that matters. Don't have to get Brad Pitt to explain it to you. One out here, the pitch. That one's outside. Ball goes past. Tyler Adamo's going to run on home, and he is going to score the run. It is 4-1 on the wild pitch by Ingram here from historic Dunn Field. Men move over. It's now Aylward at third, and over at second base is going to be Dubak with a 4-run lead for the Pioneers. And that first pitch wants a ball, so it's also a 1-0 count coming here for Tidwell. Kick and deal, that one swung on a miss there for a strike, and with that one that went away, it also stops the chance of a ground ball turning into a double play. Forced double play. Looking down towards his catcher. Pitch, that one outside, too far, 2-1. A 2-1 count incoming for the shortstop as that one's hit on the ground and heads over towards the third baseman, who ball bounces off of his glove. The hop there, that's going to be an error, and E5 going up against right, and that scores a run. Coming on home there was Jack Aylward, and so now it is going to be a 5-0 ball game in the Pioneers' favor. As now there's a man on the corners in this one, following an E5 on that one. And coming up is Trevor Reed, who his last time up was able to get on via a bunt single. That ended up loaded the bases. 2-1 count. The pitch, that one, there for a strike. 1-1 on the day. His first time starting back-to-back days. Trevor Reed, step off, throw over, potential double steal attempt incoming that Newark wants to be aware of. 5 runs scored so far by the Pioneers. Pitch, Tidwell does run. The throw, it's going to be cut off there by Jara. But that will be a stolen bag. That pitch also went in there for a strike, so it's an 0-2 count incoming towards Trevor Reed. Caleb Delaney waits on deck. He had the 2-run single his last time up. 0-2, Ingram's delivery. That one does not hit the zone. It's going to be a 1-2. 1-2 count now. The pitch, that one's too high. 2-2. Pioneers been able to hold off so far today on pitches. They've seen a grand total of 5 walks in this contest. That matches their hit mark. 2-2, the pitch, that one also high. So what started as an 0-2 now goes to a full count. Was able to get the strikeout last time on the full count was Grant Ingram when he was able to punch out Gingrich. Now against Trevor Reed, have to see how he attacks. Pitch, that one hit high in the air towards foul territory. Good way to battle off is Trevor Reed, following 3 straight balls thrown by Ingram. and remain a full count. All right, let's try to continue on here. 2 runs already scored this inning. The pitch, that one, too high, ball 4. Base is now loaded. Third base has the man in Brandon Duback. Second looks at Jalen Tidwell. And first has the man in Trevor Reed. It's the top of the order for the 3rd time here today, and it's Caleb Delaney. He's 1 for 2 so far today with a 2-run single. He was caught stealing well on the base path there. As now it's going to be meeting, and it looks like it's going to be time for a new arm. We'll step aside once the signal comes along here for the new arm. That looks to be as if it will be Dominic, and it will be the case. David Dominic will come out to pitch for the Newark Pilots, and we'll step aside here on the Pioneers Broadcasting Network. Bases completely loaded for the Pios. The Elmira Pioneers are sponsored by AIM Independent Living, AJ's Outdoor Power Equipment, Ann's Pancakes, Centralis Health, Blaze Brockway, Bully Hill Vineyards, CAF USA, Casa Trinity Prevention, Chemung Canal Trust Company, Chemung Supply, Coca-Cola, Council Rock Wealth Advisory Group, Dandy Mini Marts, Elm Chevrolet, Elmira Heat Treating, Chemung County Family Fitness Center, Finger Lakes Federal Credit Union, FM Howell, Glove House, Guthrie, Hilliard Corporation, Honeybee Made, Jubilee Foods, Kahuna's, Kennedy Valve, M&T Bank, Martha Lloyd Community Services, McDonald's, Papa John's, Pathways, Pinecroft, Rodney J. Strange, Serve Pro, Serve You Credit Union, Sheddens, Solutions Credit Union, Southern Tier Custom Fabricators, Susan Minchin Dentistry, Swan Morse Insurance, Texas Roadhouse, Tom South Corning Collision, the United States Army, the United States Navy, Vasco Brands, Wegmans, Wise Markets, Well Now Urgent Care, WETM, Wiggle 100, and Woodbrook Assisted Living. Thank you for sponsoring the Elmira Pioneers, and go Pios. Bullpen man comes out, and that will be David Dominic for the Newark Pilots. As they get ready to go here, they walked and got the bases loaded, walked the last man in Trevor Reed. It's going to be the top of the order coming up here. Caleb Delaney, followed by Alex Davis and Brett Baker. Bases loaded, just 1 out. A ground ball here could end the inning without putting any more damage on the board. But then after the 6th walk issued by Grant Ingram will end his day. He struck out 3 in the contest through a grand total of 2 1/3, allowed 5 hits, and we'll get the exact run total once the inning is over. Right now sits at 5, 4 of which are earned. That one's hit hard there by Delaney, and it's going to drop into shallow left field. Scoring there is going to be the man on third, and Brandon Duback. A RBI single once again for Caleb Delaney puts the Pioneers further in the lead. It's 6-0 over Newark. And that was just first pitch swinging, as we've seen Delaney do so well so far this season. And now coming up is going to be Alex Davis. He's 1 for 2 on the day. He has that single back in the first inning. Trying to add some more. 6 runs in this one. More runs scored by the Pioneers than they did in either game of the 4th of July doubleheader. First pitch goes upstairs, ball 1. 1-0 count for the batter, and that one swung on a miss there for a strike. It's 1-1. Now, for Davis is going to look and try and just improve things along for their side. The pitch, that one's upstairs. 2-1. See some darker clouds in the distance here. There is not any forecasted extra rain coming through. As the left-hander and Dominic throws, that one's inside. 3-1 now. David Dominic trying to get his first out on the mound here. Pitch, ball 4. Puts another man home and is going to be 7-0 Pio's lead on a bases-loaded walk. And that will now bring up the next batter here for the Pioneers, and that's going to be Brett Baker. He's 0 for 1 on the day with a walk, so was able to get on. That was a full count walk at that. 7-0 Pio's lead over Newark. The southpaw on the mound trying to get his first out of the outing, as that one will miss for a ball. It's a lefty-on-lefty matchup between these two sides. 1-0 count. Just 1 out. The pitch upstairs. Ball 2. 2-0 count. A new arm is warming up in the bullpen right now for Newark. It's a right-hander getting ready to go out there for the team. And ready pitch in there for a strike. Good strike there coming in by the pitcher. As it looks like, from my vantage point, I'm trying to get an eye on it, it looks like it's Matthew D'Ottavio who's warming up out there. 2-1, the pitch, that one's too high, trying to break the ball in. 3-1. Pioneers scored a run on a walk last time. Trying to see if Baker can do that again here. Of course, he will have the green light to swing if he has a good pitch. 3-1, the pitch, but that one will be outside. It's ball 4. Another run scores. That's the 5th run of this inning. It is 8-0 Pio's lead over the Newark Pilots. And so for Elmira, a 5-run inning has them here as Manny Castro from St. Bonaventure steps up. Back-to-back walks have been issued following the RBI single by Caleb Delaney. That one is swung on there by Castro, and it's going to be another RBI single. They give the sign, though, for the man on second in Delaney to come on home, and he will be able to do so. Correction on that one is Alex Davis getting waved on home, and Delaney comes home too. It's 2 more runs scoring. It is 10-0 Pio's lead on the 2-run single by Manny Castro. The bats have gotten hot for the Pioneers, as now it's just 2 men on. Here, man on first, man on second. In Castro at first and Baker over at second. Tyler Damo comes up. He started off this inning with the single. He was able to round the base path. That one's upstairs, ball 1. The lone out in this inning has come by way of a strikeout, and that came to Tyson Gingrich. Since that, nothing else. The pitch, that one will clip a corner for a strike to 1-1 here now. Looks down is Dominic. The pitch, that one outside again. 2-1. As Abkowski gives a little nod over there. Hey, calm down. Get back into your zone and continue to work here. Dominic, 2-1, the pitch. That one swung foul. So now just 1 strike away from getting the second out of this inning, or a ground ball that turns to 2 could end it. 7 runs have scored in the bottom half of the third for the Pioneers. They scored 3 in the second to put on the double digits. Here goes, 2-2, Dominic. Set, delivers. That one swung by Damo and goes foul over towards the right side street. Wind shifts directions now. It's blowing towards left field. 2-2 pitch. That one's swung high in the air. Foul again. Just underneath that one. Remains 2-2. 7 hits so far by the Pioneers in this contest. They out-hit Newark 7-3. 10-0 lead right now. And just 1 out in the third inning. 2-2, the pitch, that one outside, 3-2. The off speed does not catch up to Adamo. Full count incoming. set the delivery. That one hit on the ground. It's going to be a hit and run coming in. Grabbed there by the shortstop who throws on over to first. Not in time, though. It's going to be a single coming in for Tyler Adamo on that one. Castillo not able to make the play, and now the bases go loaded again. And coming up as the Coach Brown now steps out, and we'll talk to his arm. That's the 8th hit of the contest for the Elmira Pioneers. We'll see if he gives a sign for a new arm, as the bases are now loaded. This one, it may just be a calm down meeting for his man on the rubber. We'll have to see how it goes. Bases completely loaded. That was a tough play for Castillo to try and make the throw over. That would have had to have been a Derek Jeter-like play to try and make it, so they don't rule an error against him. And you can't in that situation. I mean, if you put me in that spot, I'm not making it on to the throw to first. That's such a hard play. Now coming up, Jack Aylward. He's 0 for 1 on the day. He got hit by the pitch earlier in this inning. This now will be the 12th batter faced by Newark. Delivery. That one's high. Ball 1. Trying to float something in there. Aylward steps back out to get things moving. That one going to go for a ball again. 2-0. Now. Gets set. Kicks. Deals. That one swung on too early on the breaking ball, and it's going to go for a strike. It's a 2-1 count now for Jack Aylward. First baseman in this contest. He's got bases completely loaded right now. Currently occupying the base path. It's going to be Brett Baker over at third. Manny Castro at second. And first base has Tyler Adamo. The pitch. That one rolls inside. Did it hit him? No ruling. They'll say it did not. Going to be a 3-1 now coming towards Jack Aylward. Last time it was a 3-1 against him. The pitch hit him. The throw, that one. Too high, ball 4. Another run is walked in. It is 11-0. Pioneers lead over the Newark Pilots. And they have been able to do it on all fronts. As coming up now is going to be the manager. And that seems like it will be the day for Dominic as the bench comes out. He'll step off the rubber. A new arm will come up here to get things moving. And right there, I'll get the number before we hop out here. It's Matthew D'Ottavio stepping up now. Number 28 coming on. We'll step aside when we come back. Bases still remain loaded. It's an 11-0 lead by the Pioneers here at the Pioneers Broadcasting Network. The Elmira Pioneers are sponsored by AIM Independent Living, AJ's Outdoor Power Equipment, Ann's Pancakes, Centralis Health, Blaze Brockway, Bully Hill Vineyards, CAF USA, Casa Trinity Prevention, Chemung Canal Trust Company, Chemung Supply, Coca-Cola, Council Rock Wealth Advisory Group, Dandy Mini Marts, Elm Chevrolet, Elmira Heat Treating, Chemung County Family Fitness Center, Finger Lakes Federal Credit Union, FM Howell, Glove House, Guthrie, Hilliard Corporation, Honeybee Made, Jubilee Foods, Kahuna's, Kennedy Valve, M&T Bank, Martha Lloyd Community Services, McDonald's, Papa John's, Pathways, Pinecroft, Rodney J. Strange, ServPro, ServU Credit Union, Sheddens, Solutions Credit Union, Southern Tier Custom Fabricators, Susan Minchin Dentistry, Swan Morse Insurance, Texas Roadhouse, Tom South Corning Collision, the United States Army, the United States Navy, Vasco Brands, Wegmans, Wise Markets, Well Now Urgent Care, WETM, Wiggle 100, and Woodbrook Assisted Living. Thank you for sponsoring the Elmira Pioneers, and go Pios. An 11-run lead right now by the Elmira Pioneers as the third pitcher comes up for this inning, Matthew D'Ottavio. This will be the 13th batter that he faces coming up right now, and that's going to be Brandon Duback. He is 1 for 1 on the day with a home run. He also walked his last time up, which was in this inning. 8 runs have scored for Elmira in this one. They lead 11-0, bases completely loaded, just 1 out. Last pitcher, David Dominic, was not able to get a single out when he was on the mound, as that one goes for a strike. 0-1. Gets a look down as D'Ottavio. He pitches. That one's in the dirt, and it's going to go past Babkowski. Running on his way home is going to be Castro. It's 12-0. Pioneers lead with 2 men on. And what a scoring day it's been so far. 9 runs in this bottom half of the third inning. Pioneers 13-13 on the season, trying to hold on to the 4th spot in the West Division. They have just a half-game lead over the Ironbacks. That one outside. 2-1 now. In the last 14 games for both sides, the Pioneers, if they're able to have a 500 record in comparison to the Ironbacks, if they both were to remain at this 500 spot, or if the Pioneers were to win more games than Niagara, go in a winning record, they would take the lead. It's a full count now coming in here for Duback. D'Ottavio trying to get the first out since what was the 4th batter of this inning. We're on batter number 13. 3-2 the pitch. That one too high. Ball 4. Man gets on first. A full count walk comes in once again. Now coming up is going to be Tyson Gingrich, the 14th batter of this inning. He struck out his last time up. The lone out of this bottom half of the third. Delivery comes in. That one's hit hard by Gingrich. It's going to drop down the left field line. It's going to keep on going. Run is going to score, and Tyler Adamo. Jack Aylward will turn. Getting the sign to hold up as Duback. It's a 2-run double for Tyson Gingrich. And that will make it now 14-0. Pioneers lead. This is the offensive game that they seem to have needed following that first game against Jamestown, alongside the game yesterday against Olean, where they were only able to score 4 runs. 11 runs so far in this inning as Jalen Tidwell comes up. He got on by an E5 earlier in this one, which ended up scoring a run. First pitch, that one in there for a strike. Oh, 0-1 count. Coming here, Jalen Tidwell. The throw, that one's low. Good block there by Babkowski. That'll be a 1-1. Still just 1 out, and the entire order has gone through since that last out. 1-1. The pitch, that one swung on there by Tidwell, heads towards right foul territory, and it's going to fall out of the reach of any player. And now goes to a 1-2. That's up the plate and gets ready to go. 1-2 count. D'Ottavio throws. That one inside. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes for the man wearing 22 here. Dianavio steps and delivers that one. Strike 3, the call. So the second out comes in by way of a punch out of Jalen Tidwell. Now coming up is Trevor Reed, who gets ready to go now. Trevor Reed so far today, he's gotten on twice in his 2 plate appearances, one via walk and one via a single on a bunt. 2 outs. First pitch, that one outside, ball 1. So the first out to come in 11 batters comes as a punch out of Jalen Tidwell. Pitch, that one goes in outside 2-0. That's the first down of a relief pitcher so far in this contest for Newark. Dianavios throws that one. Missing the spot again. 3-0 for Trevor Reed. Looking to potentially try and load these bases again. The throw. That one too high. Ball 4. 4-pitch walk. Puts Trevor Reed on for the 3rd time here today. And for the 4th time through 3 innings, the top of the lineup comes back up. It's Caleb Delaney stepping up now with the bases completely loaded. He is 2 for 3 on the day with a pair of singles that have scored runs. 3 RBIs so far for him. Let's see if he attacks pitch 1. The throw, that one outside, he will hold up. Ball 1. A very aggressive swing rate at the first pitch. Is Caleb Delaney. Count, that one's hit hard. It's going to go up the middle. It's going to score 1 run. Giving the sign over is Coach Drum to send home his man in Tyson Gingrich. And that will be now a 16-0 ball game. A 2-run single once again for Caleb Delaney. His 5th RBI on the day comes in there. 16-zip. And sometimes you hear the expression that a baseball inning has no definitive end. A game can run forever. And that seems to be what's happening here in this inning. Our scoreboard here at Historic Dunfield only displays single digits for innings, so it is wrapped back around to 3, just as it did in the second, but it's 13 runs so far. As that one swung on there, and it's going to drop. Alex Davis has a hit. The sign goes towards Trevor Reed to be sent home. It is now 17-0. Pioneers lead on the RBI single by Alex Davis. And now coming up is going to be batter number 19 of this inning. It's going to be Brett Baker. He walked his last time up. Coming on now. Man on first, man on second. Delaney's on second. Davis is on first. First pitch goes down low. It's going to be a 1-0. $17-run lead. 11 hits so far by Elmira. 3 by Newark. And we are just in the 3rd inning. Here on free t-shirt night at Historic Dunfield. Delivery, that one swung on there, fouled. It'll be a 1-1 for Baker. The scoring all started in this game on what may seem like a while ago, but it was a solo shot home run by Brandon Duback. The first home run here at Historic Dunfield since June 23rd by a Pioneer. 1-1, the pitch. That one swung on foul again by Baker. So now it will be a 1-2 count. They scored 3 runs back in the 2nd inning. 14 so far in the 3rd. 1-2 count and coming for Brett Baker. Man on second, man on first. Sign comes in. This right-hander on the mound, Dianavio, trying to get out of this one. The pitch, that one swung foul again. 1-2 the count. And the big factor when we head into the top half of the fourth has been how long that Landon Birch has been off of the mound. How could that affect his game with 14 runs scored by the Pioneers? He's been off the mound for about 45 minutes. The pitch, that one outside, 2-2. We have gone through an hour and a half of this ball game, still in the bottom of the third. The kick, the deal, that one too low. Dianavio thought he had strike three, not able to get the call. Count full for Brett Baker. A 3-2 count, 2 outs. The pitch, that one swung on there by Baker. Good leap over at first base comes by Pena, and that will do it. 14 runs score in the bottom half of the third. It is 17-0 Pioneers lead as we head to the top half of the fourth inning here on the Pioneers Broadcasting Network. The Elmira Pioneers are sponsored by AIM Independent Living, AJ's Outdoor Power Equipment, Ann's Pancakes, Centralis Health, Blaze Brockway, Bully Hill Vineyards, CAF USA, Casa Trinity Prevention, Chemung Canal Trust Company, Chemung Supply, Coca-Cola, Council Rock Wealth Advisory Group, Dandy Mini Marts, Elm Chevrolet, Elmira Heat Treating, Chemung County Family Fitness Center, Finger Lakes Federal Credit Union, FM Howell, Glove House, Guthrie, Hilliard Corporation, Honeybee Made, Jubilee Foods, Kahuna's, Kennedy Valve, M&T Bank, Martha Lloyd Community Services, McDonald's, Papa John's, Pathways, Pinecroft, Rodney J. Strange, ServPro, Serve You Credit Union, Sheddens, Solutions Credit Union, Southern Tier Custom Fabricators, Susan Minchin Dentistry, Swan Morse Insurance, Texas Roadhouse, Tom South Corning Collision, the United States Army, the United States Navy, Vasco Brands, Wegmans, Wise Markets, Well Now Urgent Care, WETM, Wiggle 100, and Woodbrook Assisted Living. Thank you for sponsoring the Elmira Pioneers, and go Pios. Top of the fourth inning following a 14-run bottom half where 19 Pioneers went up to bat in that one. Newark now with a steep hill to climb, if not a mountain. And coming up to bat will be Aiden Bolin to try and battle through this one. Top of the fourth inning, the league rules for ball games are 10 runs after 7 innings. So still a fair bit to go for Newark to try and pick up this deficit. First pitch outside for a ball from Landon Birch. 1-0 the pitch. That one goes for a strike. They rule it a ball. That one looked like it hit the corner, and the swing does not go. The appeal switches it around. It's a 2-0 count now coming for Bolin. That one will be a strike, though. So no throw to an appeal. That's down center lane. It's a 2-1 count. Landon Birch came into this one and had not pitched in a total of 45 minutes. That one's hit hard, and jumping for that one and making the snag there is Adamo. Great grab there for the first out. Next up comes Michael DeRosa for the Newark Pilots, following that line out towards second. And he comes in as the designated hitter for this contest here today. Pioneers have scored 18 runs unanswered in their past couple innings. Past couple games, that one is hit high and over the glove of Jalen Tidwell. It's going to be a hit on the day coming in for Michael DeRosa. His first one, he goes 1 for 2 so far. Now coming up is Christopher Babkowski, who is 1-0, 1 for 1 on the day. He had a single that led off the second inning, was not able to move anywhere though. Got out on a double play ball from a fly ball towards left field. Gingrich was able to make the throw back for the force out. One out here, man on first base. The pitch, that one is going to go there for a strike. Birch has not had a 1-2-3 inning at all this game. I wonder how that affects this contest. 0-1. The pitch, that one. Looking to try and get the corner on the frame there is Dubek. Is not able to do so. Around the West Division right now. Top of the 6th inning. It's 3-4. Geneva lead over Auburn at Geneva. Then at Batavia, Niagara Falls currently leads in the bottom of the 4th, 6-1. Remains a 1-2 count following the foul ball. There by Babkowski. Birch gets set now. He delivers, and that one swung on a miss there for strike number 3. So that will put him not just over the 40 mark, but above his buddy and Brennan Hayes. He gets his 41st strikeout on the season there. And now coming up is going to be Jaden Pena. Pena had that high jump that ended the last inning after 14 runs were scored by the Pioneers. So great defensive play by him. First pitch, that one swung foul. 0-1. We thank you folks for joining us here as we cross the 8 o'clock hour on the Pioneers Broadcasting Network. 17-0 Elmira lead. Anthony Labate taking you through this 9 innings of action. If it does end up going there, as that one will be too high. 1-1. Pioneers' last 2 wins have been 5 runs against Newark. That was back at the 4th of July. And then 2 runs last night against Olean. Right now, leading by 17. The pitch, that one's in on the ground, foul. So it'll be a 1-2 count now. Lights begin to turn on here in historic Dunn Field. So many legends have played here at Dunn Field, including Lou Gehrig, Babe Ruth, Wade Boggs, Kurt Schilling, so many. 1-2. The pitch from Burge. That one is swung and a miss there as a ball in the dirt. It's dropped, third strike. Dubek gets up. Will hold on to the ball. So a strikeout comes in there, but it'll not be the third out. Man moves over towards first base on that one. And now Aiden Davenport will step up for this one. He hit one out towards left field his last time up, 0 for 1. There's a man now on second base and a man on first. Pena occupies first. DeRosa over at second following his stolen bag. Davenport steps back in here. And Birch will get set now. Landon Birch is offering. That one swung on a miss there for a strike. 0-1. Landon Birch, the lone Birch brother pitching for the rest of the season. Larson Birch has been shut down for the year. That one goes in there for a strike. He had some strain in his arm following his second complete game, that one against Olean. He has been shut down for the rest of the season. Big loss in the rotation, but so far with the bats being so hot, whoever's on the mound here today is doing a good job. That one's hit towards left field. It's going to be for the third out. Gingrich gets underneath that one for a can of corn. And out number 3 comes in. So no runs able to score for Newark. We head to the bottom of the 4th. It is 17-0 Elmira lead here from historic Dunn Field. Centralis Health is the official healthcare provider for your Elmira Pioneers. Next time you need medical attention, make sure you visit Centralis Health for all of your medical needs. Thank you, Centralis Health, for sponsoring the Elmira Pioneers. The Elmira Pioneers would like to thank AJ's Outdoor Power Equipment for being the official motorsport provider for the Pioneers. Visit them today at 1699 South Main Street in Mansfield, Pennsylvania. Thank you, AJ's Outdoor Power Equipment, for sponsoring the Elmira Pioneers. Bottom of the 4th inning, coming up to bat now, will be Manny Castro. The lone man to not see twice there, but it's going to be a pinch hitter. It's going to be Manny Esley now, coming up for the Pioneers. He comes in replacement of Castro over at third base. So from one Manny to another, go the Pioneers. As on deck remains Tyler Adamo, who started off the last inning where 14 runs were scored by the Pioneers. They get ready to go. Diatavio remains on the rubber for the Pilots here. Esley gets ready to go for this one. That one swung on first pitch, goes foul. So Castro ends his day 1 for 2 with 2-run single and walked. Now Esley will get ready to move following first pitch fouled off. Next pitch, that one swung foul again. Attacking aggressively here is Esley. It's an 0-2 count. From Elms College, Manny Esley. Oh, 2. The pitch, that one hit on the ground and heads over towards the shortstop there, and Castillo, who makes the throw on over to first in time for the out. 6-3 comes in there, and now it's going to be the next man up in Tyler Adamo, who comes in now. He batted twice in that last inning. He started it all off with a single and then had another single following Pioneers 14 runs in that one, 17-0 lead. Pitch to Adamo inside, ball 1. 1-0 count. And so for the Pioneers, they look to try and increase their total in this one. Asking for a new baseball here. Luis Dianavio. 2-0 count though. Now. 17 runs in this ball game. We continue here. That one swung on there by Adamo. Heads over towards right field for Bolin, who makes the grab, gets the out. Second out here of the bottom half of the fourth in this one. And now coming up, it's going to be a pinch hitter coming in for Jack Aylward. It's Ryan Kristoff coming in. He replaces Aylward. Aylward ends his day 0 for 1, but did end up having to get on twice. A hit by pitch and a walk for him. Getting ready now. The pitch about to come in. This is the time for the highest run total so far this season by the Pioneers in a ball game. They scored 17 back there on Tuesday the 30th against Newark. First pitch goes for a strike. Kristoff swings on that one. It heads over towards left center field. It's not going to go too far. Making the snag on for that one, and that will be the third out. So no runs able to score for the Pioneers with the two pinch hitters. It's going to be now heading to the top of the fifth inning. 17-0 Pioneers lead from historic Dunn Field. The Elmira Pioneers are sponsored by AIM Independent Living, AJ's Outdoor Power Equipment, Ann's Pancakes, Centralis Health, Blaze Brockway, Bully Hill Vineyards, CAF USA, Casa Trinity Prevention, Chemung Canal Trust Company, Chemung Supply, Coca-Cola, Council Rock Wealth Advisory Group, Dandy Mini Marts, Elm Chevrolet, Elmira Heat Treating, Chemung County Family Fitness Center, Finger Lakes Federal Credit Union, FM Howell, Glove House, Guthrie, Hilliard Corporation, Honeybee Made, Jubilee Foods, Kahuna's, Kennedy Valve, M&T Bank, Martha Lloyd Community Services, McDonald's, Papa John's, Pathways, Pinecroft, Rodney J. Strange, Serve Pro, Serve You Credit Union, Sheddens, Solutions Credit Union, Southern Tier Custom Fabricators, Susan Minchin Dentistry, Swan Morse Insurance, Texas Roadhouse, Tom's South Corning Collision, the United States Army, the United States Navy, Vasco Brands, Wegmans, Wise Markets, Well Now Urgent Care, WETM, Wiggle 100, and Woodbrook Assisted Living. Thank you for sponsoring the Elmira Pioneers, and go Pios. Some defensive subs come in for the Pioneers. Manny Esley moves over towards third base. First base now will have Ryan Kristoff. And in the outfield, Gingrich moves over towards right field. Delaney comes off. Liam Schott comes on in. First pitch from Birch. He stays on the mound. That one goes for a strike here in the top of the fifth inning. Pioneers lead 17-0 over the Newark Pilots. Here in this one. 0-1, that one goes up high, 1-1. Up to bat right now is going to be Connor Wright. He's 0 for 1 in the day. He flew one out over towards left field. 1-1. That one's hit hard, and going for that one is going to be Tidwell to make the snag for the out. Good job on the move over for the first down. Line out to 6 for those scoring at home. One down now. If Birch can get through this inning, he would be qualified for the victory. And there's nothing so far that signals that he wouldn't be able to. One out here. Is coming up now is going to be Angel Gomez. First pitch from Birch. That one swung on a miss there for strike one. 0-1 count. Gomez so far today, he walked his first time up. That was back in the third inning. Pitch, that one looked like it could have fallen in there for a strike, just a touch too high on the breaking ball. 1-1. Birch steps off and just readjusts here. Angel Gomez, the lone man to get walked today by Landon Birch. 1-1 the pitch. That one swung on a miss there for strike two. It's a 1-2 count. Gets ready now. Gets a sign from Duback. The throw. That one drops in. No good. It's going to be a 2-2. Gomez has been ducking so far from these pitches, thinking that they'll run on in towards arm side. I'll have the man on the mound. 2-2 count. Birch kicks and deals. That one swung on a miss there for strike three. Another punch out so far for Landon Birch. That one there is going to be his grand total of 7 strikeouts. As Justin Dandino will now come up to the plate for the Pilots. They hope not to have a 1-2-3 inning. It would be their first 1-2-3 of the entire ball game. That one goes for a strike. Birch currently sitting at 43 strikeouts so far this year. That would lead the PGCBL. The pitch, that one sit on the ground, and that's going to be a single. So Dandino gets on here. He goes 1 for 2 so far today. And now it's the top of the order. Miles Castillo steps up. He's 2 for 2 with a pair of singles. And now with one on. How do you attack? And for Castillo, it's just get one across for the Pilots. Try and just cut this deficit. Once again, a 14-run bottom half of the third inning. Led to the 17 spot right now on the board. 0-1 the pitch. That one going to go for a strike. It's an 0-2. Correction. All right, scorekeeper did not update the board. It's an 0-1. Birch set, deal, that one hit on the ground, heads over towards third base. Esley makes a snag, throws on over towards first, towards Kristoff. Kristoff not able to make the snag. Just a hard play there. It's going to go for a hit. So on base for the third time today goes Miles Castillo, and now Carlos Jara is going to work. That points to the hot corner over there. And Esley works out. Carlos Jara 0 for 2 today. He struck out once and grounded out his last time. That was a fielder's choice where it went towards the shortstop on a ball ground by the second baseman in Adamo towards Tidwell. First pitch, that one swung and a miss. It's going to be an 0-1. Here. 2 outs, man on first, man on second. Dandino occupying second. First base has Miles Castillo. Pitch, that one. Looked like I clipped the corner, not good enough. It's a 1-1 here for Birch. Right now, no shift by anyone on the field. You just see Adamo moving over to cover second base if need be. Ben gives a sign. 1-1. Birch kicks, deals. That one swung on there for a strike. The ball is on the dirt. The throw over towards third base for Esley is not going to be in time. It's going to be a 1-2 count. It's going to be a 1-2 count incoming now. For the batter here in Carlos Jara. Getting ready to go. Swung on that last one. Birch trying to get the third out now. Takes his breath and throws. That one swung and a miss there for strike 3. Another punch out comes for Landon Birch, and that will end the top half of the 5th inning. It is still 17-0 Pio's lead as we head to the bottom half of the 5th. Stay connected to the Pioneers like never before. Follow them on social media this season to get all the updates of every single game. At the Elmira Pioneers on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and X. As we head here to the bottom half of the 5th inning, Pioneers look to continue their lead over Newark. It's a 17-0 lead. This is the second highest total they have so far this season in a game, the most at home. The other time that they scored 17 was in Newark when they won in the 7th inning, 17-7. As now coming up is Brandon Duback. He is 1 for 1 on the day with 2 walks. That one hit went over the left field wall. That pitch outside, ball 1. D'Ottavio remains on the bump for the Pilots. Some Pioneers getting ready to go. That one outside, 2-0. So 2 pitches, 2 balls so far. On in now. D'Ottavio kicks, steals that one. Gonna be low again at 3-0 to Brandon Duback. Walked twice already, has gotten on every single time he's come to plate. Now with a 3-0, have to see if he gets the green light. The throw, that one is going to go for a strike. No swing there by Duback. 3-1 count. Coming in. Pitch, that one too high, ball 4. For the 3rd time today, Brandon Duback walks. To the 4th time he gets on. Now, coming up is going to be the next batter, and it's going to be Tyson Gingrich stepping up now to take things along for the team. And as look comes over the pitch. That one swung on hard by Gingrich. It's going to head towards left center field. It's going to split between the 2 outfielders. It's headed over to the side and gets on of the Tom South Corning collision sign. Sign goes on there by Coach Drum. He tells Duback to go back over towards 3rd. A double coming in for Tyson Gingrich. His 2nd double of the day. Now it's a man on 3rd and a man on 2nd for Jalen Tidwell. He's 0 for 2 on the day with an error and a strikeout. He has an RBI. He got hit on the pitch to start off his entire contest. His 4th time coming to the plate here. Reminder of the switches that we have seen. Liam Schott did go into left field. The pitch, that one outside for ball 1. 1-0 count here for Jalen Tidwell in a 17-0 lead. Pitch, that one swung on hard and it goes up the middle. 1 run will score. Coach Drum will give the sign over to Gingrich to score. It is going to be 19-0 Elmira lead. Their highest run total of this entire season. What a game so far they've had. A 2-run single by Jalen Tidwell scores his second and third runs of the day. As now coming up is going to be Trevor Reed stepping on. On deck here, Liam Schott replacing Caleb Delaney. Would be the 5th time through the order. That one swung on a miss there for a strike. It's an 0-1 count. So if this score were to hold and Newark were not able to score 20 runs, then Landon Birch is in line for the victory. That one goes and falls in for a strike. It's going to be an 0-2. Now, Tidwell over at first base. No outs. Bottom 5. The pitch, that one outside. 1-2. And continuing to go here. And the Pioneers lead. Goes for ball 2-2. Tidwell takes his lead in the throw. That one swung on hard by Trevor Reed. And it's going to go over the glove there of the third baseman, Connor Wright. A single there by Trevor Reed. He's having himself a day. 2 hits so far for him. Tidwell moves over to second base. Now coming up is going to be Liam Schott. Will take his first snap out here today. Now playing in left field. Replacement of Caleb Delaney, who was playing over on right. Gingrich moved over there. Delaney ends his day 3 for 4 with 3 singles. First pitch here to Schott. That one outside for him. It's a 1-0 count. Dianavio throws that one inside 2-0 for Schott. A 19-run lead by the Pioneers. 14 hits so far today. The throw, that one swung on a miss there for a strike. This is the kind of game that it feels like the Pioneers just needed. Get back in their winning ways. You know, they won yesterday, but that one was so close. It felt like it could have gone in the opposite direction at any moment. However, the Pios were able to take the victory, but this one has just been domination. That one swung foul. It's a full count now. A 3-2 incoming for Liam Schott. His first at-bat today. Man on second base is Jalen Tidwell. First base currently has Trevor Reed occupying it, following his single. 3-2 the pitch. That one outside, ball 4. Bases are now loaded. Once again. It looks like coming up now is going to be another pinch hitter, and let me get that one. Number 36, Thomas Cheplik now steps up. This will be his first at-bat in quite some time for him. And with the bases loaded, what other situation to have? He's got Pink Pony Club playing as he steps up, gets his low stance here. First pitch incoming, that one outside and high. Ball 1, 1-0. Cheplik replaces Alex Davis as the extra hitter. That one goes outside again, 2-0. Here, bottom of the 5th inning. Bases completely loaded. The pitch. That one swung hard by Cheplik, and it's going to drop on in. 1 run will score. Trevor Reed will get the nod to score. Going on over towards third base and getting on in there on the 2-run single will be Shout. And the Pioneers have put on a 20-piece against the Newark Pilots. 21-0 lead here in Elmira. Men on the corners right now as Brett Baker now steps up to bat. Still, no outs here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Dianavio's throw, that one hit hard there by Baker. Center fielder coming crashing in, but not being able to do so. Baker has another hit. 1 run will score on the single there with the throw in by Gomez. RBI single by Brett Baker. It's 22-0. Man on second, man on first, no outs. An arm warming up on the mound right now for the Newark Pilots. It's going to be a left-hander. As coming up now is going to be Manny Esley. He grounded out his last time up. That came back in the 4th inning. Still no outs here. Pitch, that one held up by Esley. It's going to go for strike 1. So when I thought that my scorebook could get back to normalcy, starting in this 5th inning, the Pioneers prove otherwise. 0-1, the pitch. That one swung and a miss because I'm going to have to go over into my spot for the 6th inning to get these next batters. Because of just how many people have gone up to bat through these past couple innings. 5 runs scored so far by the Pioneers in this one. 22-0 lead over Newark. The pitch, that one, low, ball 1. 1-0 count now. One, two. No outs. The pitch, that one, low. 2-2. Second base currently sees Thomas Cheplik. First base currently has Brent Baker, with Manny Esley at home swinging the bat. Diatavio kicks, deals. That one swung hard by Esley, heads towards center field. Going back for that one is going to be Gomez. He makes the snag. Cheplik will hold up at second. First down here of the bottom half of the inning. And now coming up is going to be the next batter. It'll be Tyler Adamo who steps up here. He comes up for the 5th time today. He's batting 2 for 3. He had a walk as well in this one. 1 out. 22 runs. The most runs scored by the Pioneers in a game this season. That one high, ball 1. Beating their last mark by 5 against the same team they got it against there in the Newark Pilots. Looking around the West Division right now, Auburn has taken the lead over Geneva. It's 5-4 in the top of the 8th inning. That one goes there for a strike. Top 8, 5-4 Auburn lead. Then top 6 in Batavia. Niagara Falls leads 7-4. That one swung on there by Adamo. It's going to be an infield fly for the second out. So 2 down now coming in for the next batter here, and it's going to be Ryan Kristoff, who flew out his last time up. That was back in the 4th. This will be the 10th batter to come up in this inning against Dianavio. The pitch, that one, going to hit the outside corner for a strike. Kristoff did not like that call. 0-1. 22-0 Pioneers lead over Newark. The pitch, that one, swung on there by Kristoff, and that's going to drop in. A hit comes in for Ryan Kristoff, getting the turn on there, but not going on his way home is Cheplik. So now the bases are loaded once again. That there is the 17th hit of the contest by the Elmira Pioneers. Now Brandon Dubak will step up here. And while it may just seem like it'll go by the wayside, it is still right to remember that Brandon Dubak started his day off today with a home run. He's walked 3 times as well. The pitch, that one, going to go in there for a strike against Dubak. 0-1 count now. Dianavito throws. That one swung on by Dubak. It's going to go high in foul territory. No one's going to be able to grab it. It's going to hit off the roof. 0-2 now. Coming in. Here. Once again, a reminder, run rule here in the PGCBL. Through 7 innings, if there is a 10-run lead by a ball club, then the game will come to a conclusion. A 22-run lead right now by the Pioneers. Kick, deal, that one, high, 1-2 for Brandon Dubak. Diaravio continues on the 1-2. The pitch, that one swung there by Dubak. It's going to go foul. That one went inside. He did not need to swing on that one. It'll remain a 1-2 count. 17 hits in this contest. On free t-shirt night here from historic Dunfield, the fans have gotten a lot of scoring. The pitch, that one, they rule it as it hitting the corner, and that will be strike 3. So down goes Brandon Dubak, and that will be the end of the 5th inning. It is 22-0 Pioneers lead as we head to the top of the 6th here from historic Dunfield. The Elmira Pioneers are sponsored by AIM Independent Living, AJ's Outdoor Power Equipment, Ann's Pancakes, Centralis Health, Blaze Brockway, Bully Hill Vineyards, CAF USA, Casa Trinity Prevention, Chemung Canal Trust Company, Chemung Supply, Coca-Cola, Council Rock Wealth Advisory Group, Dandy Mini Marts, Elm Chevrolet, Elmira Heat Treating, Chemung County Family Fitness Center, Finger Lakes Federal Credit Union, FM Howell, Glove House, Guthrie, Hilliard Corporation, Honeybee Made, Jubilee Foods, Kahunas, Kennedy Valve, M&T Bank, Martha Lloyd Community Services, McDonald's, Papa John's, Pathways, Pinecroft, Rodney J. Strange, Serve Pro, Serve You Credit Union, Sheddens, Solutions Credit Union, Southern Tier Custom Fabricators, Susan Minchin Dentistry, Swan Morse Insurance, Texas Roadhouse, Tom South Corning Collision, the United States Army, the United States Navy, Vasco Brands, Wegmans, Wise Markets, Well Now Urgent Care, WETM, Wiggle 100, and Woodbrook Assisted Living. Thank you for sponsoring the Elmira Pioneers, and go Pios. Top 6 incoming here following the Elmira Pioneers Kids Run, sponsored by McDonald's. If you'd like to partake in that, make sure you come to a home game. 607-734-2690 to get the information on that one. As it should be noted, there was a conversation being held over on the dugout over by third base between Coach Drum, Coach Brown, and the second base umpire. Have to wonder what that was all about, but Landon Birch remains on the mound here for the Pioneers in a 22-0 lead over the Newark Pilots. And so far, the Pioneers have been dominant. The factor for the Pilots, though, they have 6 hits on the day. As coming up to bat is going to be the next man for them. And that there will end up being Hayden Bowen. Birch gets ready now. Kick and deal. That one upstairs. Ball one. Went in here to the batter. Hayden Bolin, 267 hitter today. Pitch, that one. Does not get cornered. It's going to go for a ball, but he's 0 for 2 so far in this one. It's a 2-0 count coming to him. Pitch, that one fouled away. 2-1. Now, Landon Birch through 5 innings pitched so far. No runs allowed, 6 hits, 1 walk, and he has been able to strike out a fair number. He's been able to strike out a grand total of, let me just count real quick, because he's been doing them so efficiently that I'm losing count on this one. 8. He's done 8 so far. It's a 3-1 count, though, coming to the batter. The pitch, that one swung and a miss there. It's going to be a full count. 3-2 and coming to Bolin. He struck out his first time up and he lined out his last time. That went all the way over towards Tyler Adamo. There at second. Birch kicks, deals. That one swung foul. Birch will have to just reset here on the mound. So in this contest, 3 runs in the second by the Pioneers, 14 in the third, and 5 in the last one. That was the bottom of the 5th. Full count with that pitch, inside, ball 4. Bolin gets on for the first time today. So once again, a man gets on for Newark, but so far in this contest, all of the men have been left on base. 7 left on base for them. As Michael DeRosa comes up, he's 1 for 2 on the day with a single. Trying to see if he can get a piece on this one. Birch delivers. That one swung hard, heads over towards right field. Gingrich is going to grab that one. It'll be for the first down. Just a liner goes out there to him. So now Christopher Babkowski will come to the plate to bat next for the Newark Pilots. As he takes just a second before stepping back in. And he wipes his face with his sleeve and steps back on the pitching rubber. Ready for first pitch. 1 pitch outside with some heat to 1-0 in this one. Down the PGCBL right now, 8-4 lead by Niagara Falls over Batavia. That is in Batavia. Would be a huge win for Niagara Falls if they were able to get it. Right now, Auburn and Geneva currently taking place in Geneva, 5-4 in the bottom of the 8th. That one's hit on the ground, grabbed by Tidwell, flipped over to Adamo. Adamo flings on over to first. It's not going to be in time, though. 1 out comes in, though. So not able to turn the double play, but it's a fielder's choice there to get the second out. Man still occupies first, but now it will be Babkowski. Coming up now, Jaden Pena. He struck out twice, but was able to get on a drop third strike. And looks to step up now against Birch. 2 outs here. As we get close to the 2.5 hour mark in this ball game. That one goes for a strike, 0-1. Now for Pena. Birch looks to issue here. He gets set. The kick, the deal. That one, low, ball. One and one now, 2 outs. Here for Jaden Pena. With 2 outs, man on first. Newark sitting on a Kutstag in the runs column. That one swung on a miss there for strike 2. Birch trying to get his 9th K of the day against the Pilots in this one. Top of the 6th inning. 22-0 lead. Set, pitch, swung on and missed there. Strike 3, strikeout number 9 in the contest. So down goes the top of the 6th inning. Pioneers able to get another 3 outs there as Birch takes off the mound, and we head to the bottom half of the 6th. Pioneers lead 22-0 here from historic Dunn Field. Bottom 6, Tyson Gingrich now steps up to the plate for the Elmira Pioneers as Dianavio remains on the mound for yet another inning here. He throws that one through, and you can see just how the long innings so far for Dianavio has affected his throws. That first pitch went in there. That one's hit hard there by Gingrich. It heads over towards center field. Backing up for that one is Gomez, who makes the grab on the run for the first out. Great grab there from him for out number 1. Next up for the Pioneers is going to be Jalen Tidwell stepping up here for this one. Following the fly out to center field, Trevor Reed is waiting on deck as well for them. Tidwell comes to the plate here. First pitch, that one inside, ball 1. 1-0 count now. Coming on in. 1-0 for Jalen Tidwell. That one is in there for a strike. It's a 1-1. There is a man warming up right now in the bullpen for the Elmira Pioneers. No indication yet on who that may be. 1-1. The pitch, that one swung on there. Heads over towards left field, going back there, and it is going to be Gonzo. Jalen Tidwell, second home run of the season, second home run of the game, and that comes off his bat to make this one a 23-0 ball game here at historic Dunn Field. And he will touch all four before coming home. Big swing there by Jalen Tidwell. That's the second home run of this ball game. First one came by Brandon Duback. Now Trevor Reed comes up for the Pioneers. 23-0 lead over the Newark Pilots here. Yanavio throws. That one swung on by Reed, and that one's going to go towards the shortstop there, and Castillo throws on over towards first base and gets it in time for the out. 6-3 there following the home run. Now it's the top of the order. It's going to be Liam Schott coming up here. He walked his last time up. 2 outs here in the bottom half of the 6th. 1 run has scored. That came off a home run, pulled side by Jalen Tidwell. Came a lot closer towards the foul side than before, but still over the wall. So that one will be swung on a miss there by Schott. 4 strike 1. Once again, Pioneers the most runs that they have scored in a ball game. This one outside, 1-1 here in this contest. Geneva has taken the lead over Auburn. Geneva leads 8-5 in the bottom of the 8th inning. Big game there for the 3-seed team in Auburn, as that one's low. It's a 2-1. Then out in Batavia, 8-5 right now, Niagara Falls leads. No one else playing today in the West Division, as well as these Pios and Pilots. That one goes for a strike. It's a 2-2 count. Trying to get the third out and get through the 6th inning here is the Newark Pilots. Dianavio kicks, deals. That one going to be low and behind the catcher in Bebkowski. It's a full count now. Three-two incoming now. Shot gets ready. Diatavio pitch. That one fouled away. Full count incoming here for the left fielder. Trying to increase that number on the board. It's 23-0 through 2 hours and 32 minutes of gameplay. Pitch, that one swung on a miss there for strike 3. So that'll do it for the top half of the 6th, bottom half of the 6th inning. We head to the top half of the 7th real soon here. Pioneers lead 23-0 over Newark at historic Dunn Field. The Elmira Pioneers are sponsored by AIM Independent Living, AJ's Outdoor Power Equipment, Ann's Pancakes, Centralis Health, Blaze Brockway, Bully Hill Vineyards, CAF USA, Casa Trinity Prevention, Chemung Canal Trust Company, Chemung Supply, Coca-Cola, Council Rock Wealth Advisory Group, Dandy Mini Marts, Elm Chevrolet, Elmira Heat Treating, Chemung County Family Fitness Center, Finger Lakes Federal Credit Union, FM Howell, Glove House, Guthrie, Hilliard Corporation, Honeybee Made, Jubilee Foods, Kahuna's, Kennedy Valve, M&T Bank, Martha Lloyd Community Services, McDonald's, Papa John's, Pathways, Pinecroft, Rodney J. Strange, ServPro, ServU Credit Union, Sheddens, Solutions Credit Union, Southern Tier Custom Fabricators, Susan Minchin Dentistry, Swan Morse Insurance, Texas Roadhouse, Tom South Corning Collision, the United States Army, the United States Navy, Vasco Brands, Wegmans, Wise Markets, Well Now Urgent Care, WETM, Wiggle 100, and Woodbrook Assisted Living. Thank you for sponsoring the Elmira Pioneers, and go Pios. Aiden Davenport comes up to the plate to take this one further for the Newark Pilots. They are down to their last 3 outs to try and score 14 runs in this contest. Landon Birch remains on the bump for the Elmira Pioneers as he gets ready to deliver his first pitch here. That one inside, ball 1. Trying to see if he can get a complete game in this one. First pitch went for a ball, so having to bounce back from that one. Davenport will take a second as the ball boy goes to help there. 1-0 count. Birch gets back on the white stripe. Ready to go. 1-0 the pitch. That one inside corner for a strike. There, nice one there by Birch. Trying to see if he can get to double-digit punch-outs in this one. Here, 1-1 the pitch. That one goes for another strike. It's 1-2. Landon Birch now trying to get into this one against Aiden Davenport. 0 for 2 on the day. The pitch, that one outside corner, but just too low. Birch thought he had it. He steps off and around. It's going to be a 2-2. That one had the spot on the plate, but just a touch low. 2-2 count, no outs. Birch kicks, deals, fastball. Just inside, back-to-back times, the corners have not been given for Landon Birch. And he thought he had that one as well. He was getting ready for the ball to go around the horn. Full counting coming for Davenport. Birch snaps, kicks, deals. That one swung and a miss. That'll be strike 3. Ball goes around the horn now. Punch out number 10 on the day for Landon Birch. He moves to 46 strikeouts on the season, leads the PGCBL. And now Newark down to just 2 more outs to work with here. And speaking of teams down to the last outs, Auburn down to the last 3, going against Geneva. Geneva leads 8-5. First pitch coming into Connor Wright. That one's outside, 1-0. Batavia took the lead over Niagara Falls in the bottom of the 6th inning. It's 9-8 from Dwyer Stadium in that one. 1-0 count, the pitch. That one going to be low, 2-0. Zone just a hair low. Birch has to get back and ready to go here with a 2-0 count. Kicks, deals, that one. Swung hard, heads towards center field. Going back there is going to be Baker. And he leaps. Does he make the grab? He does do so. A jumping grab there by Brett Baker. A Sports Center-like play from him to get the second out. What a swing there came by Connor Wright, but just no good. As now they're down to their final out, and coming up is going to be a pinch hitter here for them. It is going to be Jeremy Sosa coming in as the pinch hitter. Jeremy Sosa batting .214 so far this season, sitting as the final out that Newark has to work with. Landon Birch looking to go here. 23-0 Pios lead. First pitch goes in there. Too high, ball 1. Hold up. Comes by the man at the plate. Just 1 out away from a complete game shutout. Pitch, that one fouled away. 1-1. We've seen 3 complete game shutouts so far this season. 1 by Larson Birch, 1 by Luke Richards against Niagara Falls. Larson Birch's was against Niagara Ironbacks. And then 1 by Brendan Hayes against the Newark Pilots back on July 4th. The pitch outside, ball 2. Can Landon Birch add his name to that column with another out here? It's 2-1 coming in for the batter in Sosa. Dubak gets set here. The pitch, that one, high, 3-1. Three-one count incoming. On this one, Dubak gets set. The throw, that one is inside, ball 4. So Sosa will get on via walk there. Now coming up is going to be the next batter stepping in here for the Pilots. And that will be Justin Dandino for this one. Excuse me. It will be a pinch hitter. It is going to be Lucas Orlovitz stepping up now. Birch, Gix deals that one. Cut on and miss there for a strike. Stolen base comes in there by Sosa. As Orlovitz gets ready to go here. 0-1 count. Man on second. The pitch, that one outside. 1-1. Pioneers lead 23-0. They scored 3 in the second inning, 14 in the third, 5 back in the fifth, and then 1 in the sixth. That one low, 2-1. 2-1 count incoming for Lucas Orlovitz. As he gets ready to stepping on, trying to get the first run across for the Pilots. On his last spot there is Sosa. Pitch, that one's on the ground, foul. As beforehand, they did appeal down towards second base, and they did rule that Orlovitz swung. So it's a 1-2 count. Now incoming. Here. One more strike Landon Birch needs in this one for the complete game. The pitch, that one. Does it get the corner? It does not. It's going to be a 2-2 count. Just a fraction of an inch off of the plate here. Now, getting ready. Birch gets his sights down towards Dubak. A 2-2 count, 2 outs. The pitch. That one swung on a miss there for strike 3. A complete game shutout by Landon Birch gives him his 3rd victory of the season. He moves to 3-1 on the year, and not without the journey of the Elmira Pioneers bats. They score 23 in the contest and take the victory in 7 innings, their highest scoring game of the entire season that they have put up. The next highest was 17 against the same team in the end of June. And now they will celebrate as they get ready to go back on the road tomorrow. And speaking of going back on the road, let's take a look at those games happening tomorrow. It's on the road to Olean tomorrow to play them once again. They beat them 4-2 just yesterday. And then on Saturday, it's their arch rivals in the Batavia Muck Dogs playing there in Dwyer Stadium. Then back home on Sunday for their final doubleheader of the season against the Niagara Falls Americans for Free Hilliard Baseball Day. For ticket information, you can call 607-734-2690. The Pioneers win this one in this game 23-0 over the Newark Pilots in 7 innings. We want to give a special thank you to our owners, Robbie and Ms. Nellie Nichols, alongside our general managers, Mark and Tabitha Witt, our assistant general manager, Jacob Rose, who is putting on the tarp right there at the pitching mound. Our statistician for the evening was Ethan the Turtle Franklin. And from historic Dunfield, we say so long from Anthony Labonte and all the crew here that make the Elmira Pioneers possible. We will see you tomorrow. The Pioneers move to one game above 500 following their score of 20.